For 3 years in this town, anytime there was work to repair public sheds, he'd personally come here to buy sand. He thought everyone paid the same price. Until a tricycle with an out-of-town license plate drove in.
Boss, how much for this pile of sand?
Depends on how much you need. Bulk orders get a discount.
I just need 2 cubic meters, that's the absolute max. I need 2 cubic meters. I need it urgently to fill a pit, can you give me a discount?
2 cubic meters of sand, 240. Just scan the code.
Received 240 yuan.
Two cubic meters of sand for 240. That's 120 per cubic meter.
Brother Chu, same old rules. 180 per cubic meter. You need 5, so that's 900 yuan. Brother Chu, the order is ready. 5 cubic meters of sand, 900 yuan, including loading and unloading. Lao Wang is loading your truck right now.
Chu Zheng looked at her. He didn't take the yellow delivery slip. He remembered countless flood relief efforts in town, and repairing public sheds in the middle of the night. Sun Mei's building materials factory was always the first to open. She always called him Brother Chu and said, "Same old rules." He never haggled. He thought doing business in a small town, 180 was an honest price.
Come on, sign it quickly. There are 2 more trucks waiting in line. To get weighed.
How much per cubic meter?
180. Isn't that the old price?
That guy paid 240 for 2 cubic meters. That's 120 per cubic meter. I've been buying for 3 years. And you've been charging me 180 the whole time? Explain this to me. Where did that extra 60 go?
What are you saying? Can you even compare the two? His was for backfilling. Just cheap coarse sand for filler. You're a regular and old customer. You're using a completely different grade of material.
Humph. A different grade for old customers?
Brother Chu, you're a grown man. For a project covered by public funds, you're here haggling with me over a few dozen yuan? If you thought it was too expensive, you should have said so earlier. The invoices are already done. Now you're coming here to pick a fight? If you can't afford the good stuff, don't use it.
180 is definitely the absolute max. Boss son, isn't this a pretty huge price swing? I always thought she was pretty warm with Chu Jing.
Easier to rip off people you know, right? Isn't that how this whole business works? Out-of-towners aren't so easy to scam. But locals feel too awkward to bargain, to haggle. On the left is what you sold me. My 180 sand. The one on the right is the sand he bought for 120. The color's the same. The fineness is the same. Sun Mei, you told me you gave me finely screened sand. These 2 piles of sand. What's the difference in their mud content?
What do you mean no difference? Your pile has been washed. Washed sand is clean. It won't corrode rebar.
Lao Wang, some water please. The mud content is at least over 5%. 1 rub, a handful of mud. You call this clean, washed sand?
Ha, oh my. This mud has settled at the bottom.
If washed sand looks like this, then mud from a ditch could be used for walls.
Ha ha, isn't this just pure deception?
Ha ha ha.
What do you know? Sand with a bit of mud mixes faster. That shed your public office is building, it's not like you're building a high-rise. 180 isn't just for the sand. It also includes the favor fee for me getting you supplies late at night. Others want supplies late at night. I don't even bother with them.
Building a shed is hard work. If a flood control shed isn't sturdy, it could collapse in a strong wind and kill people. I've been buying 180 sand for 3 years. It's not because I'm blind. Nor because I can't bargain. I thought we were neighbors, acquaintances. Work should be done with integrity. So, for you, being a regular is just a secret code to overcharge? Lao Wang, stop. No need to pretend.
You've already loaded half a truck. This order is already in the system. You have to take it whether you want to or not.
There's no need to rip off regulars so badly. 60 yuan per cubic meter. 5 cubic meters is 300. Do you really have to make this dirty money? It's not about the 300 yuan. It's about you, in front of so many people, trampling on the trust people have placed in you over the past few years. Lao Wang, back the truck out. Back it out.
Chu Zheng, don't push your luck. I'm the only one in this town who can supply the materials you need at this hour. If you walk out that door today, you won't be able to start work on the shed tomorrow.
3 years. It was the first time he called him by his full name. His name.
Can't start work? I'd rather stop work and go to the next county to get it. I won't buy another brick from a place that treats regulars like suckers. I won't buy another brick.
Supervisor Chu, you're too straightforward. Boss Sun has been dealing in sand and gravel in this town for so many years. She's got this whole market completely cornered. Now that we've offended her, how are we going to get the materials for the public greenhouse by tomorrow morning?
I don't believe it. In a town this big, there can't be only people selling shoddy goods. There must be someone honest. Lao Wang, drive to the west side of town. I heard a new material yard just opened near the abandoned brick kiln. They don't even have a proper sign yet. Let's go check it out.
If the old rules are rotten, then we'll find someone willing to set new ones. Even if that person is nothing right now.
Whoa, Lao Wang, why'd you drive here? This rundown yard just opened half a month ago. They don't even have a loader. They're shoveling by hand.
Just looking around.
Supervisor Chu, this place doesn't even have a proper storefront. Is it reliable? The price is the same for everyone. It's clearly written on the sign. Can you load it now? Yes. It's all dry sand, screened this morning. How much is that cement? That's not for sale. The shed leaked a few days ago, it got damp. It's caked up and scrapped. Good, proper cement. On the moisture-proof pallets inside. I'm a contractor. Got a job building a pigsty. No need to be picky for that place. Just break up the caked cement, mix it with mud, it's the same. Half price if it can go on the wall. Load those bags of bad cement onto my truck.
Boss, that cement is really unusable. It'll crack on the wall.
Whether it cracks or not is my business. If it's cheap, I'll buy it. Your broken factory barely gets any customers in a day. You're not gonna make easy money?
Oh, young man. Someone wants your junk, why not get rid of it quickly? You want to keep it taking up space? Even the contractor isn't scared. Why are you?
Even if it's for a pigsty, if it collapses and kills the pigs still cost money. This material, I feel guilty just looking at it. If I sell it, I won't sleep at night.
Do you know what favor fees are?
Feeling guilty? Load 5 cubic meters of sand. The clean kind, like you just saw. All right. Xiaoya, go write up the order. Uncle Lao Wang, could you please back the truck in a bit? I'll start shoveling right away.
Supervisor Chu is a bit stubborn, isn't he? He's turning down money.
What's your maximum daily supply capacity here? What exactly do you do? You don't need that much for a pigsty. I'm a construction supervisor. I have a big order. It's for Zhen Shu, an elderly man in town. It's a renovation project for his dilapidated house. Construction starts the day after tomorrow. The government is funding this project. There's not much profit. But the materials are urgently needed. And the quality requirements are extremely high. We need 30 tons of fine sand in total. And 50 tons of national standard cement. Can you handle it?
30 tons of sand. For a small, new factory like this, that's life-saving cash flow.
I can handle it. My materials aren't adulterated.
Hey, young man. Government projects aren't easy to get. The building material orders in this town have always been monopolized by Genkai Street. You don't have connections. Be careful not to get into trouble.
Grandpa's right. Don't rush to agree to Sun Mei. I've been working in this town for so many years, and I still haven't secured this order. Because the new supplier I'm looking for must withstand the most rigorous scrutiny. I have 3 conditions.
You said it.
First, transparent pricing. This price board is non-negotiable. If it's 130 today, and the site needs materials urgently tomorrow, if you dare to raise the price by even a cent, not even for an urgent delivery fee, I'll switch suppliers immediately. Of course. I won't make ill-gotten gains from this. Don't answer too quickly. When your business grows, people outside might try to squeeze you, or even collude with truck fleets to raise your shipping costs. You might even lose money. Can you handle that? I'll deliver quality for the price. I'll bear the loss myself. Second, before any cement enters the site, I need to apply an anti-counterfeit mark.
How do you anti-counterfeit cement?
An invisible UV stamp. Every bag of cement, before it's loaded and leaves your factory, you must personally stamp it. Construction sites are chaotic. I just need to recognize this batch of material. Once it's in the wall, if something goes wrong and the stamp can't be found, all responsibility falls on you. Alright, I'll stay up all night, working overtime to stamp them. Third, and this is the most troublesome point. I need you to vacuum seal samples.
Supervisor Chu, we're just renovating a dilapidated house, not building a cross-river dam. Why bother with samples? Ugh, this is too much trouble.
Go buy some thick, sealed plastic bags. Starting tomorrow. For every batch of sand shipped out daily, and every batch of cement, you must keep 1 caddy of each. Pack them, label them with the date and batch number, get the driver's signature for pickup. Then lock them in a cabinet.
This is too complicated. And it'll take time to register every day.
If you think it's too much trouble, you can refuse right now. By taking on the renovation project, you've directly taken business from certain people. It's fine if nothing happens. But if someone tries to sabotage you, when they come after you, how will you prove your materials are fine? With the guts you showed swinging that sledgehammer? Or by just saying, you get what you pay for? You get what you pay for?
These rules are a killer. We're just trying to earn an honest living, and it feels like we're guarding against thieves.
These are the rules. If you can do it, prepare the materials tonight. If not, I'll settle up for these 5 cubic meters of sand and leave immediately.
I'll do it.
I'll go buy the plastic bags right away. I'll stamp it now. You're right. We don't have any backing. If something goes wrong, no one will believe us. Leave ironclad proof. No one will be able to frame us. Good. Xiaoya, issue the invoice. 5 cubic meters of sand, 130 per cubic meter.
Total 650 yuan.
Lao Wang, let's go.
Supervisor Chu. Your rules are really something. But if Sun Mei finds out you gave such an important order to someone else, and not just anyone, but 2 rookies who just started out, she'll go ballistic.
The rules are set. The first layer of bulletproof vest is on. But he knew the rules of survival in this town. Bad money doesn't leave quietly when it's driven out. Blocking Sun Mei's money path was like digging up her ancestors' graves. A ruthless counterattack was about to hit them. And it definitely wouldn't be out in the open.
Unload the sand.
Amazing. The sand slurry yield is incredible. Not a single extra impurity. The texture is incredibly fine. The water-cement ratio isn't off at all.
Master Zhao, is it really that good?
I've been a bricklayer for 20 years. Whether sand is good or not, I can tell with one scoop. Young man, how much did you pay per cubic meter for this sand?
130, that's the real price.
130? Are you kidding me?
This quality is even better than what we used for Boss Wang's villa last month. That was Sun Mei's 180 fine screen sand. Bullshit. Sun Mei's 180 sand, once you add water, it's all muddy residue. Made me add so much extra cement just to get it to set.
Hold on. Generation 2, check. Generation 3, check. Generation 12, check. Approved for wall application.
Supervisor Chu, your rules are too strict. Anyone who didn't know would think you're building a vault here. Inspecting cement with high-tech scanners. Get back to work.
Guys, look at this mortar yield. The new yard in town's west side is only 130 per cubic meter. It's more than twice as good as Boss Son's. Contractor Wang replied. He said, I'm going. Really? Is that true? I just bought sand from Sun Mei yesterday. A pile of sea sand, salty. It rusted all my rebar.
Scroll down, Dolly posted pictures. I've really seen it all today. Sun Mei has been saying for years that the water conditions here are poor, so they can't screen good sand. Turns out he just didn't want to pay for washing the sand. He's only selling the cheap leftovers. To rip off regulars like us. I'm getting a refund. I'll go cause a scene at his factory tomorrow. I'm never hauling sand from Jiankai Street again. He's just scamming the locals who know him. That's just evil. What's the name of that place on the west side of town? I'll go haul a truckload this afternoon to check it out.
In a small town with no secrets, a physical comparison is the hardest slap in the face. Trust can be shattered in an instant.
Chu Zheng, you're trying to drive me out of business completely.
Get your hands off me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stop playing dumb. Don't tell me those photos in the group chat weren't posted by you telling Master Zhao and the others to do it. You'd rather go to the abandoned brick kiln and find a couple of rookies just to steal Jen Shu's order of dozens of tons. Do you even realize what you've done? This afternoon, my factory didn't sell a single truckload of sand.
Well, if it isn't Sun Mei. What's got you so worked up?
How could I not be? I heard every contractor in town is boycotting you today. Trucks are lining up to haul goods from the west side.
I don't have that kind of power. You can't sell your sand. Because your sand has mud in it. You don't really think you can rely on connections and favors to get away with shoddy work forever, do you?
I've supplied you for 3 years. In these 3 years, whatever materials you needed, when have I ever delayed? Even in the middle of a heavy rainstorm, I still let you pick up the materials. Now you're turning your back on me?
You've supplied me for 3 years. And every single time, I paid you at your highest price on the spot. Opening your door late at night wasn't a favor to me. It was your business.
You have no regard for our old ties.
Project quality doesn't care about old ties. The impurities in the sand won't just dissolve themselves just because we've known each other for 3 years. You're selling 180 mesh fine sand at the price of 120 mesh. Now you're here questioning me? Maybe you should ask yourself if that 60 yuan difference is worth your now shattered reputation. Supervisor Chu is right. Business is business.
Genuine goods and fair prices are what last. There's no reason to blame customers for not buying.
Shut up. What are you, a noodle seller, no? Chuzheng. Don't think that just because you're a supervisor, you can run this town.
I can't turn this town upside down. But I can check every single load of material.
Oh, good. Very good, Chuzheng. You think those two kids, Lin Fan, are so principled, huh? You think he can just swing a hammer a few times and flatten the whole building materials market? How deep are the waters in this industry? Outsiders will never understand. Rules are rigid, but materials are not. Let's see how long his ridiculous rules of vacuum sealing samples daily and using UV light will last.
Supervisor Chu, Sun Mei has a lot of connections in town. She's hinting at something. You should be careful. It's easy to dodge an open spear, but hard to guard against a hidden arrow. Rules, from the day they're established, are meant to guard against villains. Sun Mei's threats aren't baseless. Since she can't get the contracts, she'll definitely make trouble for those who do. Zhen Shu's dilapidated house renovation is scheduled for tomorrow. The most critical load-bearing columns will be poured. They are the backbone of the entire house. There can be no mistakes.
Chuzheng. 90 yuan. The price has been cut in half. For floor leveling, this sand might do. It's just for filling gaps anyway, save hundreds a day. Only a fool wouldn't go for that. Sun Mei's really gone all out this time. 90 yuan? That's not even enough for shipping.
For gap filling and floor leveling, you don't need rebar or mesh.
You do, but the requirements aren't high. Don't go.
Oh, Supervisor Chu. What, is the sand from the abandoned brick kiln too expensive now? Coming back to me? What are you doing?
What is this stuff? It looks like it's covered in frost. Smell it.
It smells fishy, like seaweed. This is salt. Sea sand, my god. This is unwashed, inferior sea sand. If you pour this into a floor slab, in less than 6 months, the rebar underneath will rot through. Then even the walls will crack. No wonder it's 90 yuan. Using this to build houses, that's just profiting at the cost of lives.
Water can suppress the dust from sea sand. But it can't suppress the salt. I don't care if you want to lower prices to steal customers. But selling sea sand as river sand, that's scamming people out of their life savings. It's the hard work of ordinary people. Sun Mei, you're completely rotten to the core.
No way. I wouldn't go there even if they paid me 90 bucks. West end of town.
Who's in charge here? Stop work for inspection. I am. We've received a verified complaint, stating you're operating without a license, and illegally selling substandard cement with fake labels, damp, and expired.
What's going on?
Just got popular and now they're being investigated?
Are they really selling expired cement?
No way. Our cement is all national standard, straight from the factory. Any damp bags are thrown out, outside. We haven't sold any. Whether you sold it or not isn't up to you to say. We need to conduct spot checks. Your outgoing batches from yesterday and today. If you can't provide proof, we'll seal your premises immediately and shut you down. Don't panic, Xiaoya. Go open the black filing cabinet. Since the officials are checking outgoing batches, please check our ledgers and retain samples. For every batch that leaves the factory, we have a corresponding retained sample here. It's signed by the driver who picked it up, with the date, license plate number, and anti-counterfeit stamp code. The ledgers match up. But this only proves the inbound and outbound records. These are their retained samples from yesterday. The cement blocks they made. It's just past the 24-hour setting period. The supervisor reported us, saying the concrete grade was faked. This is C30 grade concrete. Try hitting it yourself. This material is really hard.
The grade is definitely not faked.
All documents are complete. Purchase and sales records are clear. Sample retention evidence is intact. The report is false. Their ledger is even more standardized than the big sand yards. Continue operations. Stay safe.
It must have been Sun Mei who reported us.
We stuck to the sample retention rule. It was all for today. If the rules aren't broken, we can stand tall. I get it, Brother Chu.
Chuzheng. You really pushed these two rookies to the extreme. Supervisor Chu, are you in such a hurry to finish the work? Old Chu, I did some calculations last night. I really can't hold on much longer. I know I was wrong. Can you please give me a break? Just a tiny opening. Even if it's just half of the loose materials. We all live in the same town, we see each other every day.
Stop acting. You just said you have hundreds of thousands worth of goods stuck in your warehouse. That's 60 tons. Unmarked high-pi cement. Anyone who uses that rotten cement is in for trouble. You want to get rid of it, rotting in your warehouse, right?
So you're not giving us a way out, huh? Fine.
Xiaoya, change the flashlight batteries. The light's getting dim.
Brother, you've already checked over 700 bags. Let's finish the rest tomorrow morning. I can barely keep my eyes open.
No way. Brother Chu said. Tomorrow is for pouring the load-bearing pillars. 1,000 bags of cement. Not one less.
The 1,126th bag. This is their trump card. And their Achilles heel. Every single mark represents a promise of absolute authenticity.
Hurry up. Careful with that. First thing tomorrow, these enhanced goods will be mixed into the concrete mixer. Not even a god could save them then.
Is the count correct?
Yes, it is. Boss Lin's materials are always full weight.
No problem. Let's get to work.
First batch of slurry is ready. Get the hopper ready for pouring. Remove the formwork. Level the top surface.
Master Zhao, stop the machine. Something's wrong with this pillar.
What's going on? This is a load-bearing pillar. This isn't how concrete reacts at all. This is...
It's quick-setting lime powder. Discarded lime powder, once it comes into contact with water, will expand violently and generate high heat, instantly destroying the cement setting structure.
Lin Fan, look at this mess you've made. Look at this, everyone. If this were built into a house, it would all collapse and kill people. He's selling fake cement. He's trying to make money by risking lives.
This is too much. This is for housing renovation. We'll smash his rotten yard with these fake materials. He must pay.
Someone almost died.
Impossible. I checked every bag. They're all original, national standard brands.
The evidence is right here. The pillar is cracked. How can you still argue? You're still arguing? Pay up. Give us 200,000 to settle this privately. Otherwise, today, we'll kick you out, you crooked boss. And trash your factory.
200,000 to settle? Trash the place? If we don't get to the bottom of this today, nobody's leaving this place.
Why are you locking the door? Look, everyone. Xu Zheng is colluding with a crooked boss. Are you trying to silence us?
Shut up. Go get those waterproof tarps. Pull them over. Cover the scaffolding. Block the sun. These bags are what we just used for mixing. This bag has a stamp. This one too. Lin Fan, look closely. Are these 2 bags from your factory?
No, this isn't my material.
My stitching all has double-strand nylon rope. This is single-strand.
And
It doesn't even have the fluorescent liquid I stamped last night. They swapped them. Master Zhao, who opened these bottom cement bags when we were loading? These bottom cement bags?
it was that temporary worker who came looking for a job today. I remember clearly. He specifically picked the bottom bags to open.
You're slandering me. Everyone was working. Why are you saying I swapped them? Maybe Lin Fan himself mixed them in. Inferior goods, intentionally unstamped.
Still playing dumb, huh? You're an expert. A bricklayer's shoes are usually covered in river sand and grayish-black cement paste. Lift your right foot. Master Zhao, you've built houses in this town for 20 years. What kind of dirt is this?
It smells like sulfur. This is sulfur gypsum mud from an abandoned chemical plant. Our construction site only has clean soil and river sand. Where did this come from?
There's only one plot of land in the whole town with this sulfur gypsum mud. It's on the east side of town, the site of the abandoned chemical plant, and that land is right next to Boss Sun's building materials factory's backyard wall.
Sun Mei's building materials factory. She hired someone to do this dirty work.
So vicious. To steal business, she even dared to mess with load-bearing columns.
Catch him.
Running? You almost killed all of us. Still trying to run? Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
I'll tell you, it was Sun Mei. She gave me 2,000 yuan to swap out the cement with waste lime powder in the middle of the night. She said as long as the columns cracked, those 2 kids would be out of business.
The whole truth is out. The sinister plot has been completely exposed.
Brother Chu, call the police. Master Zhao, calling the police is too easy on her. I want her to see the evil she's done with her own eyes. Go to Jiankai Street and bring Sun Mei here.
What are you doing? You called me here. Is there something going on?
Look familiar?
How would I know what these crappy bags are? What does a construction site accident have to do with me? Chu Zheng, don't you dare pin this on me.
Boss Sun, don't try to deny it. It was you last night in the backyard who gave me these bags of quick-setting lime powder. To me, the 2,000 yuan deposit is still in my WeChat records.
You're lying. I don't know you, you hooligan. Who knows who hired you?
The mud on his shoes is from the old chemical factory in your backyard. Are you still going to deny it? Sun Mei, to get business, you even dared to mess with the load-bearing columns of a house. If this house was built and people were living in it, it would be a major collapse, a deadly case. That's just evil, this woman.
All that dirty money wasn't enough? You even risked people's lives.
No proof. It's a setup. You're all ganging up on me. I'll go to town and sue you for slander.
Maisie. You're really doing evil, child.
Jen Shu, this is your house.
This is the town's project for lonely seniors, to renovate their dilapidated homes. You only cared about the material costs, you didn't even bother to find out who lived here.
25 years ago in the dead of winter it was snowing. You were just a young girl, fleeing famine from another place to our town. Starving, you collapsed in that abandoned brick kiln. It was me who fed you a bowl of hot soup that I'd saved for winter. It was me with a few old friends who took down our own door panels and built you a shelter by Genkai Street to block the wind. You told me then, Jen Shu, when I make money, you said, I'll build you a big brick house. Now I'm old, I can't live in a leaky old shack anymore. The town took pity on me and built me a house. And you're putting explosives in my house.
Uncle, I didn't know. I really didn't know this was your house.
Just because you didn't know it was Jen Shu's house. Does that make it okay to harm others? Sun Mei. What you destroyed wasn't just a pillar. It was your conscience.
I was wrong. I was really wrong. I'll dump all 60 tons of that sea sand. I'll pay for the load-bearing pillars. I'll pay for the labor to rebuild them. I'm going to the town's market supervision office right now. I'll pay the fine. If they want to shut me down, shut me down. If they want to arrest me, arrest me. You're coming with me to explain everything clearly.
Some mistakes must be shattered by the cruelest reality to truly awaken. Only then can true awakening come.
Uncle Lee, don't be greedy for a few dozen bucks. This is unwashed sea sand. It's so bad it'll corrode rebar, even for a pigsty.
Oh, no. So I bought half a truck of sand for nothing? Where can I buy good sand in town now?
Go to Lin Fan's new store on the west side of town. His sand has the highest cement to sand ratio. I guarantee it with my 10+ years of experience. I'll vouch for it. The market supervision office's fine has come down. The building materials factory was heavily fined and ordered to close for 6 months for rectification. All illegal gains have been confiscated. Those 60 tons of sea sand, I hired a truck to haul them away to fill the pits in the abandoned brick kiln.
I lost everything.
My foundation is gone. But I feel lighter. These past few days I've been strolling around town. Whenever I see someone getting loose sand, I go up and shake my water bottle. It's like I'm atoning for the wrongs I committed before. Old Chu, I used to think you were stubborn, that you were blocking my path to wealth. Now I understand. Rules aren't meant to block people's wealth. They're meant to save lives.
That's good. When you reopen, do business by the rules. This town has room for people who follow the rules.
Let's go, let's go. 30 bags of cement, 3 cubic meters of sand, Lin Fan. Check if this order is correct.
It is, Master Zhao. The batch numbers are on the order. Everything was checked before shipping. The anti-counterfeit sample bags are in the cabinet at the front desk. You can check anytime.
Check what? Your store is now the town's inspection-exempt product. Your company is now the sole designated supplier for the town's poverty alleviation and micro-renovation projects. This golden signboard is rock solid. Buying your materials, I can sleep soundly at night. Prices are clearly marked, no special treatment for anyone. This is how business should be done, fair and square.
Brother Chu is here.
Brother Chu. The environment has changed, but your principles haven't. Good. Next month, the town's elementary school cafeteria needs renovation. I'll pre-order 50 cubic meters of sand and 80 tons of cement. Charge me according to the prices on the wall. Brother Chu, if you hadn't pushed us to set up those rules, my sister and I, we would have been kicked out of this town long ago. This is a lifetime VIP card for the store. From now on, any project you're in charge of, Brother Chu, or even for your own home, all materials will be 20% off.
Supervisor Chu, this is Lin Fan's heartfelt gratitude. You deserve it.
Lin Fan, do you still remember the first condition I mentioned when I came to find you at the abandoned brick kiln on that very first day? Clearly marked prices. Never change them, even if it kills you. Is 20% off not changing them? That's different. You're not an outsider. You're our great benefactor. We'd be willing to take a loss for you. Shut up. The moment you make an exception like that, this sign, honest business, fear no deceit, becomes meaningless. Today, because I'm your benefactor, you give me 20% off. Tomorrow, when you meet a more powerful leader in town, will you give them 30% off? The day after, when you encounter a local bully who can crush you, will you give them 40% off? When that day truly comes, to make up for your losses, won't you also be like Sun Mei, mixing mud into the sand for ordinary folks and gypsum into the cement? Brother Chu, I was confused. Xiaoya, make out the order. 50 cubic meters of sand, 80 tons of cement. Charge the standard price. Not a penny less.
Total payment, 18,500 yuan.
Prepare the materials according to the rules. Deliver them to the school project on time tomorrow morning. No monopolistic price gouging, no schemes of mixing sand or faking quality. Every grain of sand, every stone, uphold integrity. Every word, every action, establish the rules. Doing business honestly, living life with integrity, that is the most reliable foundation for this town.